Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, before we even start, I want to say thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for commenting. Notification gang, I see you. I see you. Today we are rocking my natural hair because, well, lockdown has made us like our natural selves. So today I'm going to be answering all your questions, all the questions that you ever wanted to ask about me. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me anything because I was going to do a question and answer session, and this is the question and answer session that I was talking about, and I'm going to be answering all your juicy questions. And so let's get started. So let's start. Okay, the first one was, how did I meet my husband? Once upon a time, this guy had just dumped me. Okay, I was dating this guy, and he just woke up one day and he was done with me. That was back in 2012, and I was in first year at university, and I was just there sad. I remember I came back home. It was in November, and I came back home from school. And I was just, starting a new life, being single, and quite honestly, I was heartbroken. I was super heartbroken, and I wasn't even thinking about dating anybody at that point. So one day during that November month of 2012, I was driving to town, and then at the robots, the traffic lights by Churchill and Barrow Road, the traffic light went red. So naturally, I stopped. And then next to me, there was a car, and there was a man in that car, and he stopped. So I'm just waiting for the robot to go green, just waiting. And then I see this person going, hello, hello. I'm like, who's that guy? Seriously, like, really? And he's like, hello, hello. So then I'm like, okay, hi, and then the traffic light went green. So I drove. As I am driving, minding my own business, I am seeing the same car with the same guy following me. So I was just like, okay, maybe we're just in the same road, so they're just going in the same direction as I'm going, so they're not following me. But no. They were following me, okay? Until I stopped my car when I got to town, and guess who was right behind me? That same guy. So he's like, hi, hello, I just want to be friends with you. Can I be friends with you, and can I have your number? So then I'm like, yes or no, okay, well, okay, hi. So I gave him my number. The plan though, guys, was to literally ignore him and just, be this horrible person, and he's just not going to talk to me forever and ever. No, darling, that didn't work, because I did try though. I did try to ignore him because he started texting and he would call. I just ignored. It was just a horrible mess, guys. It was horrible. And I think I did that for I know I did that for like a whole year. It was horrible. Like, I would talk to him only when I wanted to talk to him, when I felt like it. Otherwise, I was just an evil person, a horrible dog to him. So yeah, for like a whole year until 2013, when I started feeling so bad, and I was like, ish, this guy has been really persistent. I'm just going to maybe just give him a chance. I'm just gonna date him for 1 month and just leave, I was still nursing my heartbreak during that whole period as well, because remember, I had just been dumped. And so during 2012 November, I think I was starting to heal and get better around August-ish, September-ish, October. That's when I started feeling better about my breakup, and I was just gaining myself again. And then I was like, maybe I should just give it a try and give this guy a chance, and I'll just date him for just a month or something, and then I break up with him because, well, I just wanted him to just feel like at least we tried, but it didn't work. Well, guys, this is 2020. That was 2013. This is 2020. We're married and we have kids. Okay, so that is what happened, guys. The next question is, how did you know that he was the one? First of all, I'm a Christian, and I spoke to God. I was like, God, guide me to the right person. The time is gonna come when I do eventually want to get married, and I pray that you just lead me to the right person, you know. So I really prayed, guys. Prayer does things, guys, because God will open your eyes and He will lead the way. So that's number one. Number two, I followed my heart. I really felt like this was the person that I was getting along with. He and I became close friends, you know. In as much as we were lovers, yes, and we were dating, we became really good friends, and he became my best friend. And we clicked on so many levels, you know, and everything that we did, it just made sense, you know. And I fell in love with him, deeply in love with him. And it was reciprocated. So eventually, as time went on, we decided to get married. The next question is, if you could go to the past and relive one day, which day would it be and why? Well, I think the day that I would go and relive would definitely be the last day that I saw my sister before she passed away. I just wish I could go back and just tell her that I love her, because my heart breaks. I miss her so much. I wish I could go back to that day and smile at her and say goodbye. That's the only day. I just want to go and hug her and just tell her that I love you, and I'm going to miss you, and I'm going to take care of your son, and we're going to be good. My sister passed away in 2017 so suddenly. She was pregnant, and she had a C-section. The baby was delivered, but she didn't make it. There's a lot of speculation that there was probably some foul play and negligence on the part of the doctor. It's heartbreaking, but yeah. So I lost my sister. Life just has been the same. Every day is literally a struggle, and it hurts just as much as it hurt 3 years ago. And I just hope she's okay wherever she is, because I love her so dearly, and yeah, till we meet again. Yeah. Where do you stay? And I love your house. Thank you so much. I stay in Bardell, and thank you for liking my house. Sorry, I'm still recovering from the sad moments of missing my sister. How did you plan your traditional wedding? Plug us in, girl. Basically, I just did everything myself, and then I hired all the vendors, all the service providers myself. I called around and looked for the cheapest, because I like to save coin. I think everyone knows that by now. And then I just put everything together. My dress I designed, made it, and then yeah, I did everything myself. It wasn't even that difficult. Hello, I can't wait for your next song. It'll be coming soon, sooner rather than later. Don't worry, I'll be releasing new stuff soon, guys. Very soon. I have always wanted to ask how you got that body back postpartum. You look amazing. Thank you. Okay, well, I didn't really do much, guys, because firstly, I wasn't trying to strain my body. After giving birth, you know, everything is still trying to get back into place. So I just wasn't trying to stress anything out at that point. But what I did do though was I breastfed. Breastfeeding really helps contract your uterus. And then I couldn't be dieting or anything like of that sort, because obviously I had to make breast milk for the baby. So I had to keep eating a lot. But what I did learn though is that getting your body back is a process. And because if you think about it, guys, it takes 9 months to get that pregnancy body, you know. So what you need to do is to just give your postpartum body time to get back to its pre-pregnancy state, and that takes a bit of time. I did not push myself out of control trying to do things that are unrealistic for me to get my body back. I think also what played a part was genetics, because I come from a family where everybody almost snaps back into position after a few months having the baby. So but I'm still not at my at my pre-pregnancy body yet. I gained 20 kgs, 19 kgs when I was pregnant, and I've only managed to lose, I think, because I'm now at about 12 kgs of those. So I still have a bit of time, and I still have a bit of weight to lose, but I'm okay with my new body, guys. I created a whole human being, so rather than focusing on trying to get to pre-pregnancy bodies, we should be focusing on embracing our new bodies, and that's what I'm doing. Any advice you wish someone told you when you were studying towards your law degree? I wish someone told me how to get myself together. If you watched the video that I did on how to slay law school, I talked about how I failed my first year, and that was mainly because I think I underestimated the degree program, and I wish somebody had told me how to get myself together in the way that I described in that video. So yeah, that's the advice that I would give you, is basically all in that video that I did. So just watch that. It will be really helpful. I will put the link in the section box, in the comment box below. I'll also try and put it somewhere on the screen. What would you say to your younger self? Well, I would say don't get a tattoo. Okay, when I was 18, I got this really stupid tattoo, and I hate it and I regret it right now. It's on my foot, and it's the ugliest thing ever. So I'll tell myself don't do that. And I'll also tell myself that, you know, stay determined, stay focused, things will work out, you will be just fine. I think that I got to a stage when I was younger. There was a stage when I was younger when I was a bit panicky about life, and I wasn't too sure about my goals and my career and where I was going with my life, but everything just has started slowly getting into shape, and you know, I would tell myself not to panic, but to just keep focused and to stay determined. The next question is, which modules did you do in your BA besides legal theory? I'm a first year at Verizon, I'm trying to find my feet. Okay, I can't remember what exactly I did, but I remember I did sociology, I did French, I did politics, I did philosophy at some stage, I did linguistics. The aim was to just basically, you know, take the easy modules and focus on the harder ones, the much more challenging ones, like politics, no sorry, like law, which was my major. So and then I also majored, for my BA I majored in politics and law, so my focus was on those two and to make sure that I nailed those two, and then I just chose easy subjects to just do and get my points. Are they called points? I don't remember what they're called, you know, because you're supposed to have a certain number of points for you to get the degree. So that's what I did. Let's move on to the next question. Are you a good cook, or the Lord is my shepherd? Oh gosh, you know, before I got married, I wasn't the greatest of cooks ever. Like I just knew how to make stew. Because my dad is very specific about the food that he eats. He doesn't like spicy food or food with any additives. So basically what we used to eat at my parents' house was just stew. Chicken stew and beef stew, oxtail stew, you know, just stew and stew. And it was just tomatoes and onions, and that was it. Yeah, so it was just boring meals, and it needed to be salsa every day. But when I got married, my husband is more adventurous and he likes good food. So I decided that I was going to be experimental. I was going to look for nice recipes and and just teach myself to be a great cook. And as time went on, guys, my cooking skills have become amazing. I swear to you, like I would say I'm a good cook, okay? I think I'm a very good cook. I make really good food. So yeah, and I cook for my husband every single day. So you can imagine that all that experience has really helped improve my skills. So that is that. What are your future goals? Okay, I'm just gonna grow my business right now and make it as big as I can. At least by the time I'm 30, I should be, you know, getting towards $1 million. That is definitely my future goal. I just want it to run itself at some stage as well. So I want the business to grow and then get to a point where it just runs itself and I can just sit back, lay back, and just get some money. I see you design clothes too. How did your entrepreneurship journey begin, and is the profit worth it? I think that's what they wanted to say. Okay, basically when I graduated in 2016, my parents gifted me with 10,000 Rand as my one of my graduation gifts, and I decided that instead of buying shoes like I always do, I am going to invest it and start something small that will eventually grow into a big business. So I started selling sunglasses, and from then on I've grown my business from accessories to clothing. Initially I would buy and sell clothes, but now I actually design them and actually make them. So that's how my business started. How did your entrepreneurship journey begin, and is it profit worth it? I think you want to say, is the profit worth it? But yes, guys, for me it has been quite rewarding. I'm not going to complain. Thank you everybody for all your support. You guys have really made this business of mine grow, and my dreams are coming true. I still have a long way to go, but I will get there one day. I'm looking forward to only great things, and it's all gonna be possible with you guys. And thank you so much for everybody who's supported me. I appreciate it. How did you start VD by Verizon, and any advice to people who want to start businesses? Okay, I've already talked about how I started the business, and my advice to people is start, like literally start. Don't be hesitant. Start with the little that you have. You're not going to start at the top. Like for example, for me, I have a clothing line, and I literally had nothing at the beginning, and I still, like at this point, my dream is to have a physical store. Everything is still online, and then when my clients come in, they come to my house. Okay, so I want to have a physical store, but I'm not yet at that stage. I will get there, but you know, at least I've started, and then with the money that I'm making right now, I will eventually use that towards going to move into an actual physical store, and then the business will grow and grow and grow. So start, guys. Even if you don't have all the resources that are needed for that business, start. Just start. What business advice would you give to young girls who wish to be successful and achieve great? Number one, start the business. Don't be hesitant on starting the business. Number two, be persistent, be hardworking, and be consistent, and focus on quality products if you're making any products, and also client satisfaction. Also understand that business has its ups and downs, and you're going to face a lot of those, but take opportunity, be willing to learn and use those ups and downs as learning curves, and just learn from them. And stay focused, okay? Set your goals and work towards accomplishing them. I usually set small goals, and then I work towards achieving them. And once I achieve them, it's like the greatest. Don't set insane goals that are unreachable and unattainable. Like for example, don't say by the end of this year I want to have $1 million in my account when you just started your business today. That's unrealistic. You know, set realistic goals, because that way when you achieve them, they really make you happy. It makes you happy, and then it makes you more motivated to continue going. So that's how I work. Yeah. What inspired you to start your own clothing label? I love clothes and I love fashion, and I wanted to share my love for fashion with everybody. So that's basically what happened, and that's how I started my business. How do you balance your different roles, being a wife, being a mom, and not neglecting yourself? I think it's about understanding that there's time for everything, in terms of you can give yourself time to do everything, and just balancing out everything. So when it's time for me to take care of my baby, I wash him, I clean him, I feed him, and I also take time out to dress up, because I love dressing up, guys. It doesn't take the whole day, you know. If you really want to look good, guys, it's possible to look good, okay? And it's also very possible to still be a good wife. I still do my wifely duties. I still cook for my husband every single day of his life. I cook every single day, from the 1st of January to the 31st of January. I still cook. I still do all the other wifely duties that I'm supposed to do. And yeah, it's just being able to allocate time for everything. My CV girl, how to make it outstanding. Secure a place at a good law firm, and any tips? Okay, for your CV, there's really good templates out there that they have made, I think, on the internet. And just make your CV not boring, okay? I'm speaking because in my workplace, I go through people's CVs looking for potential lawyers to come and work with us. And some people's CVs are just so dull and boring. Make yours interesting, you know, add a picture, just go the extra mile, do something that is not normal, something that's out of the ordinary, to just show that you are not dull. So that's my tip number 1 for CV, and how to secure a place at a good law firm. Good grades help, like I said, but also just make sure that you go and drop your CVs. Be persistent as well. Continue dropping the CVs at the place that you want to work. Drop, even if you go there 10 times. If there's a specific law firm that you want to work at, just go there, live there, because the next time they want somebody, they'll think about you first. How was the transition from being in varsity in South Africa to working in Zim? Were there any challenges? The conversion exams. That's probably the main obstacle. Because in South Africa, obviously, you get your university degree and you're great. And when you come to Zim, you have to have, for you to be registered as a lawyer in Zimbabwe, you have to do conversion exams. I battled with mine, mainly because I just had so much going on my plate, and it was just intense. But that was mainly the main obstacle. How did you get a job after law school as a final year student, and what should I do to land a good job? I dropped CVs everywhere, okay? Every single law firm, I was dropping a CV. I literally made it a point that I would wake up in the morning, dress up to look like a lawyer, and then go to every law firm and drop off my CVs. And also, it just helps to have good grades. So if you're still in law school, make it a point to work hard and get good grades, because it's easier that way. People will notice you more when your grades are nice looking. So that's my advice. Who taught you to kuchena? I'm like a fan though, I'm a plus size. Well, like I said, I've always liked looking good. Looking good makes me feel good. So when I look good, I feel good and I have a better day. So I always put in the effort to make myself look presentable and to make myself look good. I just enjoy wearing nice clothes and just looking presentable. So who taught me? Well, I guess because it's something that I enjoy, I just have a few style icons that I look up to. People like Kim Kardashian. A lot of Instagram bloggers have really good style, like Charlie Kamal, Loretta Hove, Beauty by JJ. They all have really good style, and yeah, I take a lot of inspiration from them. So yeah. And also, you said you're like you're like a fan, but you're plus size. Bro, being plus size is beautiful, okay? Embrace your plus sizeness, okay? Yeah, you can still look really good plus size, so don't let that bring you down, okay? You're still beautiful. How can one improve their sense of fashion? Maybe following people that inspire you and people that have the same style that you would like to have. Like I said earlier, I follow Charlie Kamal, Loretta Hove, Kefilwe Mapote, who else do I follow? Beauty by JJ, those people, they really have something. Their style is in line with the style that I have. So I just, you know, get inspiration from their outfits. How has being a mother and a wife changed you? And how do you balance it all with law? Being a mom and being a wife, I've become more responsible and I've become more family oriented. Basically, before I got married, it was all about me. But now I have learned to, I have a family to take care of. So I always make sure that everything that I'm doing, I am thinking of my family first and making sure that everybody is good. How do I balance that with law? Well, like I said, I have a timetable that I try to stick by, and it really works for me. So yeah. Why did you choose to have a baby before a wedding? I wish I chose that, but I didn't. God made that decision for me. I got pregnant before I could have my wedding. My plan was that initially we wanted to have the wedding in 2018 on the 28th of September, which is our anniversary, but that didn't happen because my dad was refusing for me to get married. So getting the Rona to happen was already a difficult situation. So planning the wedding was not going to happen. So then we had decided that we were going to have it on the 28th of September in 2019, but then I got pregnant in February. So yeah, I was now focusing on having the baby. And so the plan now was to have the wedding this year in 2020, but it looks like Corona has come and taken over, and it might happen, but I doubt. But because it's already May, so I don't think that we're gonna have the wedding this year. So most probably we'll have it next year on the 28th of September, because I really want to keep the date. That's our anniversary and I really want to keep it. So it will probably be next year. And also to be great, because then my baby would be walking and he will be understanding the situation more. So at least he'll be involved in the wedding. And when is your wedding? Would like some tips on wedding planning, because I love the traditional wedding. Like I said, yeah, I just explained when I'm gonna have the wedding. But when I start planning the wedding, I'm definitely gonna be vlogging about it, and I will be sharing with you guys some tips and how I'm going to plan it. So stay tuned for that. What has been the most challenging thing about being married? Most challenging? Oh, what has been the best and the most challenging? The best thing about being married is living with my best friend. Like, we have loads of fun every single day. It's like happy days. It's just nice to know that he's there all the time. The most challenging thing about being married is that sometimes my husband can have really annoying habits that really drive me crazy. But I have to live with him, so I just have to breathe every time they happen and just get myself together. So yeah. What is the theme of your YouTube channel? Is it fashion, lifestyle, etc.? Okay, I have 4 themes. It's fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and music. Those are the themes. Can we get more of house tour and decorations? House tour. This is literally one of the most asked questions. I will do a house tour soon, but not in this house. We are planning on moving into a different house, and so we are designing our new home, and that is going to be my dream house, our dream house as well. So I will do a house tour for that. For now, you guys, this house is just not now. Maybe I might change my mind, but just not now. But thank you though. How did you know you were ready for marriage, and how many kids do you want? How do I know I was ready for marriage? Well, I had just finished my uni. I was done with school, and I was at a stage where I was ready to move on to the next chapter in life. And I already had somebody that I loved and cared about, and he was interested in marrying me, and I was ready to get married. I had a job, I was working. I was literally, I had a stable life. So I had my own independence, and I realized I was ready. I knew I was ready. If I hadn't had a job, and if I was still trying to find my way, then I think it would have been a different story. I would have waited a little, but I'm happy I made that decision because I was good. I was in a good place, so that's how I decided to get married. How many kids do I want? I want to have 2 kids, so I will be having another child. Most probably in a year's time, because I want to have my kids probably a year apart, and then I'm done. Whew, okay. Why did you stop or break from singing? I did not stop singing. I think it's a hiatus. Okay, I will be back. It's just that I was just focusing on other things, and also when I left the industry, I felt like it was being it was a very frustrating industry, the music industry, that is. And I just wanted to take my break and just get away from that music industry stress for a little bit. I'll be back soon, guys, sooner than you expect. And I'm just a fan. God bless you and your family. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How did you meet your hubby? Yeah, I already spoke about that. Please talk about your transition from uni to married to baby. Was it quick, and how did you secure your life? Like I said, I finished school and I got a job almost immediately, and I was in a good place. I was stable and secure, and then I got married. So I finished uni in 2017 November. I got married in December 2018. So that was about a year before. It was actually more than a year and a month after uni. And then the baby just happened. The baby just happened. It was just God's timing, and he was ready for us to have a baby. So that's how we had a baby. Did having a baby change your relationship in any way? Well, yes, because he's very demanding, and by the time the day ends, we are both so exhausted, and we don't really have enough time for each other anymore, which is bad. So we need to, when this lockdown is over, we need to start going back on dates and do things together without our baby, so that we can just, you know, maintain that part of our relationship, because it's very essential. So yeah. What are your thoughts on wedding invites that say no to children? I say, guys, let's just respect people's wishes at their weddings. There's a reason why they ask you to do certain things. There's a reason why they ask you to follow a dress code. There's a reason why they tell you not to bring your kids. Just respect that, you know. And then when your wedding comes, then you can have children all you want. It's okay. Most people's reasons for not having kids at their weddings is because kids are a bit disruptive, and maybe they're just trying to not have any chaos or any drama at their wedding. Or maybe their wedding is very adult oriented. So I don't know, just respect whatever the bride's wishes are, you know, because when your wedding comes, you would also want people to respect that. So those are my thoughts. How do you manage to spend the whole day in heels? I really admire the grace and badassery. Okay, I like the new word, badassery. Okay. I enjoy wearing heels, guys. They really make me feel confident and they make me feel good. So I can spend the whole day in heels, and I've also mastered the art of wearing heels. So that's how I can do it. Is it true that bar exams are hard, and how did you manage it? Bar exams are not hard. They just, the only hard part is that you don't get a trial. You know, because when you're in uni, you get to test the waters a little bit, because then you'll have your lecturers, and then you have tests, and then you sort of understand what exactly they expect from you. Whereas for bar exams, there's no lecturer, there's no one, you don't even know who's marking your paper, and you don't even know what they're expecting. So I think what happened with me is that I didn't know anybody that could really tell me how to go about getting the passing the exams. I just literally went in there with literally a blank idea of what to expect and how to tackle the exams. So I think for whoever is trying to write those bar exams, just ask friends and people who've already written those exams and ask how they did it. There's also notes that circulate around. Those are helpful and useful as well, but don't completely depend on those. But just ask somebody who's done it before, and get advice on how best you can tackle each and every subject, because each subject has its own demands, and each subject has its own way of being tackled. So make sure you ask somebody who's already done that. That's what I should have done. I asked people, but no one was really giving me enough detailed information. So make sure you get all the detail that you need. You're amazing. I just wish to see you in person. Teach me how to be organized like you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate the love, you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are the ish. Okay. How did you become a lawyer and at the same time a fashionista? Well, like I said before, I totally love dressing up. It makes me feel good, and I just love looking good. And then, well, I'm a lawyer, so we just mix the two together. That's what happened. What's your opinion on this? You have to suffer first in love in order to enjoy it. I don't know, you know, because love is not supposed to be painful. Love is not supposed to be something that you suffer, that you're going to be suffering in. It's not something that you should like that bad things are supposed to happen, because love is a representation of God. Love is a representation of peace and happiness and joy and all the great things. So you shouldn't really suffer. But the reality though is that relationships are very tough, and you find that you might be in a relationship that you might find somebody that your partner breaks your heart, or something happens, there's cheating, there's infidelity, things like that. They do happen. People still get back together, and they do happen. But I think at the end of the day, just know why you're in that relationship and see whether or not you're both willing to make it work. People do make mistakes. Not that I'm saying it's okay to cheat, but if they come back and they say they want to make things work and they really show you that they really want to make things work, then I mean, give it a try. Unfortunately, you might have suffered during that period when they were messing around, but if they're back and they're willing to make things work and they really show you that they want to make things work and that you see that this person has really changed, then go for it, you know. So I don't believe that you have to suffer, but it's unfortunate that suffering does happen sometimes. At what age did you get married? I got married at 25. I was 25 in 2018. That's when I got married. My makeup favorites. Okay, I definitely can't go without foundation. I love eyeliner. As you can see, I love this wing eye look, so I always need to have liquid liner. And I can't go without lashes, because lashes make your eyes pop. And I like a very good nude lipstick. Today I'm wearing red because I'm feeling very daring, but usually I'm in my nude lipstick and I'm good. Those are basically my makeup favorites. What extracurricular activities did you do at Rhodes? Nothing. I slept. During my free time, I slept. Like, if you watch my How to Slay Law School video, I talk about how my timetable was just filled with studying. So basically, in my free time, I just slept and watched cartoons. I didn't really do any sport or anything of that sort. Nothing. I was boring like that. Are you going to do a white wedding? Yes, I already discussed that. Can we see a handbag collection? Yes, I would definitely do a handbag collection. I'm not really a bag person anyway, so it's not going to be very exciting, but I will definitely do it. So, you know, for those who want to see, yeah, that's okay. So those are the questions. Woo! We managed to get through all of them. Guys, I need some water. I have literally been sitting here for like an hour. But I hope I managed to answer everybody's questions. Thank you guys for submitting them. It was really nice and exciting to read all of them. I hope that you learned what to do things about me. Yeah, thank you so much for submitting. And I will be catching you guys in my next video. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Do not forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and also click on that bell button, which will notify you every time I post a video. So yeah, thank you for watching and taking your time out. Ish, I know this video became very lengthy, but yeah, we had to discuss everything. Everything had to be discussed. Everything. All right, so yeah, until next time, guys. Ciao.